Hello everyone, and today we will see United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity. Okay, so this convention is basically what it says. Today we will see as per our exam point of view. So generally, in short, we are saying as a CBD. Okay, so in today's lecture we will call it as a CBD. Okay, now you may or may not know what is the Earth Summit, but it's a summit that has been conducted on 1992 at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So the main objective is to concern the environment issues. So it is called as Earth Summit. Okay. So in that, this is a very important summit because in this there are two conventions signed. One is UNCBD, that is United Nations Conservation on Biodiversity, and UNFCCC. Okay. This is for species, animals, plants, and this is for climate change. We will see this UNFCCC in upcoming lectures. And this is a legally binding. Okay, so those country who are signing, so they have to follow the measures of this, and they have to make a plan to conserve the biodiversity in that country. Till now 196 countries have signed this. Okay, and India is also the part of this convention, and India has ratified this convention by implementing the the provisions of the conservation of biodiversity, which we are going to see after a few minutes. So it is a so the steps that has been taken by India is National Biodiversity Authority, okay, in 2003, and it is a statutory body. Okay, this has been made by an act. Okay, so the main work of this authority is to conserve the biodiversity and to make the action plan, and to make some new laws and measures to conserve the biodiversity. Okay, because there are very biodiversity hotspot area are in there in India, like Western Ghats and Himalayan region and northeast region. Sorry. So the Conference of Parties (COP), the meeting held every year. Okay, COP. So it is a governing body of this convention, and every year the status of each party, like 196 country. So they are giving their report what they did in this year to conserve the biodiversity. Okay, and if there is not a sufficient improvement, then there is a legal provisions for that also. So this time 26th COP is going to happen in England, UK. Sorry, not England, it is going in UK. Okay, in I think November month, November 2021 at the time, because I am some. And one more thing, those who are seeing this video after 1 or 2 year, so there may be some other COP. Okay, so don't bother about it. And its secretariat is in Montreal, Canada. Okay, so this is about CBT. And what is the goal, why this convention has been signed? Okay, because as we know, earlier there was no any strict laws of environment, so there is a hunting and poaching, and some many illegal activities are there. So the species are continuously and drastically endangered and lost. Okay, and in rare category. So as this, to preserve this, not only in animal but in plants also, we you have seen that the trees are cut down and sold for some commercial purpose. So to prevent this and conserve the environment, to save the environment, this convention has been signed as a convention on biological diversity. Okay, so there are basically three goals: conservation of biological diversity, second is sustainable use of components, and third is fair and equitable sharings. What does it mean in simple language? For example, if this is a biologically very hotspot, this is very biodiversity rich area. Okay, there are very flora and fauna, there are various species of this. So to conserve it, it does not mean that just declare that area as a biodiversity hotspot or national park or wildlife sanctuary. No, that is the only conservation. But to create such environment so that they feel in their natural habitat, and they will do the reproduction and all other activities, so that in long time their generation will keep going. Okay, so it is a sustainable use as a long term use. Okay, it's not like that just we have declared that area of national park or a wildlife sanctuary, and we are not giving any attention to animals, that whether they are ill or not, whether they are taken the food, because okay, generally they take their food by their own, but we have to take care of them if there is not any virus or not virus spread, okay, in animals. Okay, if there is any adverse effect due to the pollution or acid rain, so that all these all components are come in sustainable use. And what is the fair and equitable sharing? Suppose this is a very biodiversity rich area, and there is a honey. Okay, honey production at started, the honeybees have produced some honey. So there is a fair and equitable sharing also, that the honey that we can also use, but up to some limit, not totally we can use. Okay, so this is known as fair and equitable sharing of benefits. And these are the, and how to apply this convention. So let me tell you about some brief about this. So this is a collective responsibility. Okay, collective responsibility of all the country as per this, and it is a common but shared collective responsibility, and it is a common responsibility for all and shared. Like this is not like all the country have follow the same set of rules, because every country have different biological diversity. Okay, in like in Asia, only in India there is a lion, but there is in other country there is giraffe and zebra, and India has very less population, so their biological environment is different for the zebra and giraffe and other. And generally in India for the lion there is a different climatic conditions. So this is a collective responsibility and common responsibility for all countries, but their strategy should be different based on the climatic condition. Okay, and they have to make the laws which fulfill the goal. Okay, and they have given some guidelines also, 7 guidelines are there, how you can make the laws as per your climatic condition and as per your local biological diversity. Okay, and the third thing is it is a legally, okay, I already told this is a legal binding agreement. So here are the 7 point, you can pause it and show this, you can pause it and read this, but I'm telling you the brief overview about this: the asserting intrinsic value of biodiversity, asserting conservation, then taking responsibility to conserve biodiversity at the state. Okay, and state to put some biological resources and sovereign rights of the state, and taking the precautionary approach towards the conservation, and highlighting the vital role of local communities and women. This is very highlighting point. And supporting the access of technology in developing countries. Okay, so ultimately in short, if I say, so for example, in the all the world, like this is one country, second country, third country, fourth country, fifth country, so they have their different biological diversity. So they have to make sure that they will be conserved, not get endangered or okay. So they have to make the laws, but not at the short time, but for long time, as a sustainable development. Okay, they have to make their separate laws. This country have some other law, the second country have some other law, third country have some other law, fourth country have some other law. Okay, now the total right of this, for example, this is country X and this is country Y and this is country Z. So whatever the biological diversity, they have the sovereign right. That means whatever the right to make the, they have a right to make the law by their own. No any external interference can be occurred. Yes, they can take the guidance from other country, but it is not compulsory that it is not binding that other country should this country X will take over this responsibility to conserve the biological diversity in Y. Okay, that is not. Then second is what is the vital role of local communities and women. So if you want to know, then just go to Himalayan region in India, that is Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So and in Assam. Okay, so you have seen that many of the women working in the field. So what is the role that is they can do the better, and there is some biological thing that is also what is the role of community, local communities and women. Okay, that is also helpful in women empowerment. Next is supporting technology. Like for example, this is country Z and this is country K. Now, if country K wants some help or technical assistant, and this is a developing country or poor country, we can say, and Z is a very developed country and strong country, technologically sound. So the country K can ask for the help of technology in terms of technology, or okay, some financial assistance also. Okay, but they have to make their law by their own. Okay, so and Z can give the technology transfer of, like for example, the seed conservation, so for cold storage. But this country K has does not have any facility, and they do not have any technology. So Z can give the cold storage facility. They can they can build the cold storage, and what is the maintenance, so they can do like this. Okay, and one more thing, this is the last point. This protocol also cover the biotechnology, and for this there is a sub protocol that is known as Cartagena protocol. It is on biosafety. What is this? Nowadays we are seeing that there is a variety of uh, hybrid animals, hybrid fruit, hybrid flowers. So this is what combination of two or more than two, and there is some other result. So there is one danger that the original flora or fauna, what is the original, for example, there is a one new hybrid cow. Okay, that is a combination of two different cow. So if you do not have any sanction, so what they do, they're continuously doing the hybridization. Okay, so the original existence, the existence of this original species might have the danger. So this Cartagena protocol puts a limit that you can do only this much amount of uh, research on biosafety. Okay, on this hybridization. And one more thing, whatever the new vaccination testing, you have seen this in COVID time, the first is that has been conducted on animals. So and you have seen also in movies that the experiments that are going to conduct first on the animals also, first on animal only. Okay, so this is the thing, that if we have no any protocol, then they will continuously do the testing and testing, number of tests. Okay, without any concern about this nature. You might have seen in Hulk movie, if I'm not wrong. Okay, I'm not promoting that movie. There's tested some on a frog. Okay, so this kind of thing. So in testing, if they do number of tests, so that what happened, the for example they have conducted on frog. Let us take an example. So if they once they fail, second time, third time, fourth time, so what happened after some time, if they do continuously, and many other research laboratories they start doing this, so the species, they the frog, they can go in uh, very very danger condition, endangered species category. Okay, in red data book. So this is the Cartagena protocol covers the biosafety. That means it puts a limit that yes, you can do the technical advancement, but uh, you should take care of the environment and biological species also. Okay, so this is about uh, today's presentation. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, and in next video we will see some next protocol or convention on environment. Okay, thank you for watching this, and subscribe this channel. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thank you.